Hey, we're at Acadia National Park. We're in the parking lot at Thunder Hole, and I spotted something really cool, which is some biological weathering causing mechanical weathering. Check out these root systems where the tree has grown through the granite, and then you can see how these big roots here are literally busting up the soil and what rock is present. This is the relationship between rocks and plants. Together they have a symbiotic relationship in the fact that they drive the rock cycle, they also drive the soil cycle, and they help one another out. We're at Otter Point in Acadia National Park. While this fence line may not look like it's leaning, it's definitely leaning. You can probably see it better by this van down there. Kind of scroll in there. That's caused by a creep. That's a geologic creep, we mean, where the earth material is moving beneath the ground surface, and it moves at the slowest type of mass wasting that we have, but it wreaks havoc. Another example are all throughout Acadia in this area are uproot trees, where big trees are just literally on their side. They've separated from the ground. That indeed is part of creeping that causes that to happen. Bent tree trunks are another clue, and there are lots of bent tree trunks in here, which are indicators a creep is in the neighborhood. I'm going to point out some obvious biological weathering here. And notice that we are looking at bedrock right behind it. This whole thing is covered in granite. And this tree here is wreaking havoc, causing weathering, which is the falling out and breaking down of rock material. That can both be from biological and mechanical weathering. I could say there could even be some chemical weathering if these tree roots were to give off any kind of acid. This is a pine or spruce, indicative of acidic soils. That is a very high possibility. So we're looking at Acadia National Park. Some of the bedrock here, a lot of that is the Cadillac Mountain, the granite that makes up this. But I want to show you some chemical biological weathering. You see some lichen, and you see what looks like trees. And you can see how that is growing in through the rocks. Now that's not the only thing that's causing weathering. This is a big giant exfoliation dome, because granite tends to be rounded plutons, in this case a giant batholith, and that bat is rounded at the top, and when all the overlying layers are removed by erosion, the whole thing fractures as it uplifts, and that helps create joints or fracture marks in rocks. Then we get frost wedging and other forms of weathering, such as you're seeing here, that can help finish the job. As we show you some still shots from Acadia, different types of weathering are occurring throughout the entire park. The point is that looking for the clues is the key, because the weathering clues help you understand the environment in which you're looking at. For example, this pond of water on top of a granite surface, we got biological, likely chemical, and if this water freezes, mechanical weathering. So multiple types of a weathering can occur. We even have chemical weathering occurring to rock surfaces, such as oxidation. Something unusual we saw was a form of weathering called salt crystal growth that had grown inside of the granite surfaces and the joints right near the shoreline. So that's the last type of weathering to cover, is wave action, because that obviously causes physical weathering, but the salt in the air can also contribute to chemical weathering. More to come. See you at the next stop. Bye.